Hi, as an update from me in Portland, just wanted to share a little bit about what ministry and life has been like here. Yeah, as far as life here, like we've been asked to stay inside unless we need to go outside, whether it's for grocery shopping and things like that. And then if we do decide to go outside, they ask that we keep social distance, which they've recommended at this point to be up to 10 feet even away from others. So we can kind of go on hikes and stuff still, but it's really hard because so many people are working from home. And that's kind of something a lot of people like to do. There ends up being a lot more people outside at those hikes. And so it's kind of hard to do that. Thankfully, I have a backyard in the house that I'm in. And so it's been sunny up here actually recently, which has been really nice. One of the days we did get snow, but it was still kind of sunny. And so, yeah, it's been kind of nice to be outside. As far as ministry, we've moved everything virtual. Most, if not all, of my campuses have moved their spring classes to online for spring quarter or the rest of the term if they're semesters. With University of Portland and Pacific, most of those students are actually from Hawaii, not from Oregon, and so we're still trying to figure out what does it look like to engage across different time zones and not being too early, too late, especially with students. Yeah, there's a few that are from the east part of the U.S. And so, yeah, some of the stuff that we have going on, we have a weekly meeting for actually all of the Portland Metro campus ministries within Crew. So Crew, Epic, Impact, which is African American, Design, which is for South Asian, Bridges, international students, basically all the ministries that we have. We're having a one weekly meeting on Sunday, and so it'll run for roughly an hour. And they'll have some content, some updates for them, things that they could be putting in their schedule as far as how our team is going to continue to engage with them, as well as just a hangout time at the end. So things that we've been finding really helpful are things like using Zoom. Zoom is really helpful to have a lot of different people video calling together. There's an app called Discord that we might try, which a lot of gamers have used, and I've actually used in the past, but it's basically open channels, voice channels that you can enter and exit from. So no one's necessarily hosting, which is really great for the students. But yeah, playing games online. But as far as this coming Sunday, what we kind of have with that weekly meeting, and we're going to explain, or we're going to go through a Devo, and then we're going to kind of explain, like, hey, in light of our reality, like, here's the things that we have set up for you guys. So one of them is a Bible study, and two of our staff are going to lead it, and our hope from there is that as students get to see what it could be like to lead it virtually, that a lot of the students that were leading Bible studies on their own campuses really take that and run with it themselves. And so in that, we're hoping that right now the staff are leading it, but that would transition to students being like, hey, like, I want to lead one, or I want to go over this stuff. That would be really helpful for our students on our campus. And so that's something that we're hoping to do, as well as post daily devotionals for our students, realizing that a lot of our students, Crew or Epic, like, that is their sense of community. They may not have community, especially for those that maybe home isn't a safe place. Realizing that this has been their community, and so how do we continue to, one, foster community well, but also continue spiritual growth. And so it's not just, oh, I'm not in community and so my spiritual growth is plateaued, but wanting it to continue to grow. And so that's something we're doing. We're going to post devotionals for them, as well as just posting hangout times, and saying, hey, with Zoom, it's been really good to have that for students to be in video calls with one another. And so setting up times for students to hang out, play games, or even just other things they come up with. Some of our hope is this is what we have for them, but wanting them to really imagine and kind of dream, like, hey, if all of us are separated, like, how are ways that we can engage with one another, continue to build community, continue to spur one another in our own spiritual growth. Yeah, so that's kind of what we have going on now. There's some other stuff, but I feel like a lot of it we're kind of figuring out. But yeah, I would really appreciate your guys' prayers, that our staff would remain healthy, our students would remain healthy. Yeah, for students to be in community, whether it's their families or their friends, whether it's these other students, we just, yeah, realize that it's really hard for a lot of these students to not have this community to be able to physically go to. So yeah, that's a little bit of an update. Yeah, I may end up sending more if things kind of change, but hope you guys are doing well. I know in California, you guys are in a bit of a lockdown, and so yeah, feel free to shoot me any prayer requests. Or even if you just want to talk, like I'm here, I'm at home, I have a decent amount of time on my hands, and so if you just want to talk with someone, like feel free to reach out to me. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'll see you guys soon, hopefully at some point.